feel now or whatever, that is a subject that is safe to talk about. Before, if y'all waiting, but it's safe to talk about your desires, your sexual desires. You already know because we didn't wait.
Yeah.
But that's a safe topic to talk about with them before you get in it.
But is it really safe though?
Yes, it is.
Man, I don't know why I say that because like once you put it in your mind, it's already like, hey man, I want to do this to you, I want to do this to you.
No, I'm not saying right that minute. I'm saying it's safe to tell them this is what I like doing. Yeah, this is what I like. And he tells you what he like. Not to say that you're fixing to do it right now. But let it be known when it's time. This is what we like. Yeah.
Like you might not even cross your mind until the moment that you're talking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that is something we talk about because I'm one of those, I'll tell you, I'm not going to be one of those every night, 4, 5, 6 times a week people. You have to make love to my mind. Like if you can do that, when you make love to my mind, that kind of outweighs the actual act of sex. So do that and we can have sex and you teach me how to make love to you outside of sex. So we got a whole happiness going on.
That's actually true. I spoke about that with a friend of mine a while back. That if the other person is not feeding that person spiritually or mentally, then everything else ain't it's a waste. It's a waste.
But I can't go every night on the night, every 2, 3.
I work. If y'all feel
We work.
that's
That's not. We got okay.
That's not true.
Okay.
hands.
Okay, yeah, we have to, okay, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so it's okay to talk about it, y'all.
Actually, as far as what she just said, we went to marriage counseling, and part of our homework, we had like 300 questions over a couple of weeks. We talked about everything from credit to past jobs to sexual positions to diseases, your goals. And this was from our pastor, and this was before we got married. So we talked about it. What did you like? I mean, we was reading the question like, how to give us these questions? But he did because we married now, and sex is supposed to be used when we're supposed to. Yeah, if I did stuff before with other people, why not with my husband?
Yeah.
And I'm a Christian, and I love the Lord too, and I love my man.
I think you want to carry yourself in a way manner that's safe, but I don't believe in waiting till marriage. I think that's like buying a house you never did the walk before. And if you get there, you might have problems or whatever. Or people, you said talk about it. You talk about it with somebody and they talk about what they can do. And then you see it, it's like, that's not what you said. And it's not what it's supposed to look like. So I think you end up disappointed. You have to try out the goods a little bit.
And that's like test driving a car.
Okay, speaking of test driving a car.
I think, and see, like, that's the ultimate way of not to have sex. Because I believe in that too. Because like I say, some people say size don't matter, all that sort of type of stuff. But at least let me see it. And see what I'm saying? We ain't got to do it, but let me see. I'm just saying, like, because you'll be disappointed.
I have a friend personally that met a guy, they were engaged. Perfect guy, money was lined up, everything was good for him. He wasn't good down there. And they broke up. Because that was a major problem.
The problem is Atlanta housewives.
Why is that the problem?
Because a lot of people don't make it.
It's the Havana housewife.
A lot of people think, oh, I want this man to make $100,000. I want this dude to make $80,000. They don't have to make that. If you find a guy or a woman that makes $50,000, she's good. So you might as well chop it up. I don't know too many people that make over 35.
The average income for Texas County is $28.
Yeah. And so you got a lot of people that got their false image like, oh, if he can't buy me a Mercedes, or he can't buy me this $5,000 ring, I don't want it. That's what's wrong with a lot of people.
I mean, let's say, at the end of the day, I still feel like mental, spiritual. If it's more of a mental thing, how you make me feel inside. You're going to be worried about because y'all can get them together. One thing about it, you build me and I build you. Like, just like that. I watch them. I know a great person that we do a lot of business together was, in the music. I knew when he started talking, he used to speak about it all the time. He really did. My girl. Okay, so then she was gonna go, but you know, they got engaged. She was gonna move away. But still, it was always my girl. She had dreams to go do something. He was supporting her. She supported what he did. The same thing. So they don't tear each other down. See, like, you know, you get with somebody like the stuff I do. Sometimes I gotta be out late doing this, doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I need somebody who's not gonna be mad when I come in the house. Now you done piss me out. Got me all down, tripping. I'm trying to make you happy, but at the same time, it ain't working. See what I'm saying? Now, he's a musician. I'm one. Sometimes he got to just block everything out. That's how I go. She got to be able to handle it. You see what I'm saying? A lot of women, I'm saying, I'm talking about y'all for a minute. I got to get in. Y'all require a lot of attention. And y'all feel like, when we don't give you attention, you know, you get the one poke the lip out, and all this other type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, a man's supposed to provide. You got to let him. You know what I'm saying? I got to work overtime. Then when I'm getting off work, if I have to go out there and get some more money, let me get the money. You know? But don't y'all do a lot of that. Y'all get upset when y'all get y'all time.
Yes, they do.
You know? Y'all get time.
Man, if I
Date and commit to people who complement our purpose. So if she's mad and she can't handle you being gone, then she don't complement your purpose. When we in relationship, yes, I'm single. Everybody know that, but I gotta know that. I'm happy with being single. Because right now, I can't take nobody interfering with my purpose. When I get with somebody, I need a man who's strong enough to complement my purpose. So with guys, being musicians, we already know how it is. You're on the go, you're on the motion, you communicate with a whole bunch of different people. She's strong enough to handle that position. If she wasn't, she'll be causing problems to him and his purpose, and you need to let her go. You would need to let her go, or you need to let him go. Because if you can't get your grind without him interfering, taking your joy, taking your peace, interfering with your progress, we need to let it go. And that's a lot of us out here, we're fighting for things that can't grow with us. Let it go.
I mean, like I said, when you go through life, you stop doing what you was gonna do, trying to make this person happy. The whole time, you're not happy with yourself. So I said, you gotta do what you gonna do. Do what you gonna do. Don't worry about the stuff. Kids, none of that. At the end of the day, everybody gonna choose their own role.
I think here in Texarkana, it's a small city, but it's a lot of single people, but it's also a lot of people in situationships. But the book breaks it down. Situationships. But it's also a lot of married couples. I like the single people that's handling their business and being tactful in how they're single, and I like the married couple. The in-between, how we're doing the situationships, that's what's destroying the image of the marriage. We need to get to a place where we're respectful and honoring marriage again. Because I grew up watching The Husband, and you couldn't tell me nothing about Cliff and Claire. I love the household. They were strong, you know, they worked together with the kids. They raised productive people in the household. That's because they complemented one another. And the goal as a kid, I'm thinking, you know, okay, so to get married, have kids. You know, to get married. We don't promote marriage anymore. We don't promote commitment anymore. It's all about get with her tonight, do what you gotta do. Okay, this girl, casual sex. It's too much casual sex. So I'm one of them people, I want to call it for what it is. We're not growing as a community. We're not growing as people. We're tearing down one another because we don't know the bigger picture is not just the right now. We're not teaching self-control.
It's like the husband was bad for communicating too.
Yeah, they do.
If you sit there and watch them, but they both complement each other, just like you say. Both of them was She had her career, he had his. You know, both well off in the careers too. You know, so that, I mean, like I said, it goes along with it. You gotta support the other.
You're married.
Yeah.
Do you get support?
I get enough, you know, but at the same time, I also get a little flat by my time.
But no, I'm saying from people, do they support marriage? Or is it a negative light on marriage?
Yeah, a lot of things. You know, but I mean, I don't listen to them. I mean, I know what I got.
Why do you think it's negativity attached to marriage?
Because of what they've seen. I mean, I know I've seen the growing up. That's another thing about, you know, the things that you do as a man, because what you seen as a kid. In my neighborhood, all grown men had a good job, and took care of their family, paid all the bills. When I came home, I smelled the onions, gravy, I smelled it. When I was walking through the neighborhood, cooking. I also seen the time when we sit up under the tree, we just sit out in front of the yard, we were like, yeah, you know, so I'm gonna go see my guy, you know, I said it growing up, so I felt like it was right.
Yeah.
I did, you know what I'm saying, it's something that I gotta work on with me,
Yeah.
you know, but I'm just saying, it was just something that, I guess they probably got a lot of negative feedback on them, because I mean, marriage like you know, people don't make it past 2 years, you make it 5 years, you call people. It's real. But it's a trend now to get married. Everybody wants this beautiful wedding. Then some of them money down the drain. I done seen it happen. I seen people married for like a year, 6 months.
Well, that's just a difference in society. We live in a society where sex is promoted in everything. And you're talking about a generation that used to fix things, whether it was a car or marriage. This generation is made to go buy something new. If that microwave break, you don't take it to somebody, you go get a new one. And you have to strip this down to what it is. Sex was meant for kids. Sex was being turned into entertainment. So people get in their minds that they want this kind of partner and this kind of partner when they're not that type of partner. It's no different than a car was made for transportation. Now it's a status symbol. So if you're going to be honest and strip it down, and you want to find a man, then the best thing for you to do is not let that man have any parts of you, because then he'll listen to you. He'll stand there like a dog waiting on a treat, and he'll listen to every word. But if you are intimate and you live like today, he's only going to hear you. And there's a difference between being listened to and being heard.
That's true. You're right.
Okay, so bro, you and me from the same neighborhood. We sat and watched the same men take care of home, real good. Kids, everybody fed, everybody straight. Even though it was just all about material things with you have. And you know, I was with one of them more than anybody. And I was curious about things. I'm 48 years old. I was 18, 17 in the streets running with people 10, 12, 20 years old. And so I was so curious about why one of them cheated on his wife. And he showed me the reason why. He just took me through it. I watched this man work, make $1,200 a week. And this is for the ladies, I want y'all people. He made $1,200 a week. He gave his woman $800 of that every week. She drove the best of cars, had the best everything. I'm an old school hustler. I was out there spending money on my woman. And I seen her out there spending his money every day. He said, when I come home from work, he said, I have a plate waiting on me, but I don't have no woman to love me and show me attention and affection. He said, that's why I do what I do. So I couldn't understand why that woman treated that man that way. That just, it messed me up. You know, I couldn't understand this man do this and that and give his all, take good care of himself and his family, but she didn't reciprocate that as far as in maybe the mental and the physical aspect of it. And so I said, well, I can't really blame you for doing what you're doing. And I was a young man trying to follow his path and do the right thing. So I learned some good things from this man by taking care of home, but I also learned some infidelities from this man. But I don't think that made him no bad person. They just that, you know, and he's still with his woman right today, you know, no matter what, you know.
A lot of marriages, back in the day, and now, is based on convenience.
Yes.
Convenience.
Yep.
Not love, no compassion for one another. It's convenience. A woman, I'm a woman, but I see it happen so many times. She married a man because what he can do for her.
That's my mama told me.
And that is a big breakdown in marriage. When the man comes, where is she at? House a mess, no food, and sometimes it might be right, but she's not there, here, and here. And so then the man will look for it somewhere else.
But that's in today's generation as well. A lot of
Yeah,
men
today's and
marry women because of how they look and so on and so forth. You see what I'm saying? But they don't think about when he broke down and his back out, is she gonna get up and grind? Is she gonna get up and bring the food to the table? Is she gonna hold him down? You know what I'm saying? So
A lot of men marry trophies. She ain't gonna
Exactly.
make sure you get to the hospital.
exactly. And I feel, and also, Coco, me personally, marriage is overrated. So many people is focused on the wedding and focused on the actual word itself instead of the action that takes place behind it.
I think there's more people unhappy married than you think. I think, it's just me, but I think all of my partners that are married live vicariously through me, because I'm single. Meaning, man, I wish I could go do that. Man, I wish I could just walk through the mall by
But
myself.
they should have did that
You
before they got
understand
married.
that, but they're married because everything is situation, everything we talk about being married, about trying to get to marriage. There are more unhappy people married, and they're gonna stay married because they're not gonna let her get most of the stuff, and he's not gonna, you know, she don't want him having everything. So they live like that.
But see, this what goes on with a lot of people out here. We'll do all our stuff when we're young. And then when you meet a guy that really wants you, to marry you, to take you out, to show you what you are as a woman. I'm not trying to have sex with you. If you had sex with this dude, and this dude got 50 kids,
Yeah.
and he was a dope dealer, and you don't want to have sex with me, and I'm a dude that's trying to do something with you, hey, scoot on.
Well, let me speak on that part, because at our age, that's true. More women of our age are saying, you know what, no, it's nothing against you.
Yeah.
Don't take that personal. She knows she has some dealings going on with herself. And that's why it says, saying no, it's not about him or them. It's about me. I gotta get 100% in myself. And I know if I sleep with you, it's gonna take me to a whole new level. So don't get discouraged with that, because if she's into you, she's gonna be into you, and you don't even need that part of her for her to be 100% into you. I will say that I did say before, you know, I ain't John in the book. I ain't about to have sex with you, and I didn't for a while, and then I did. John respected when I said I wasn't, because he knew I had something going on with me. Don't get discouraged in that. Don't take it personal. It's nothing against you. She just realized.
Oh, well, I'm good.
Yeah. On the marriage, yeah, because he got his trophy. On the marriage thing, it is overrated because we're not doing it right. I refuse to get married for convenience, for status, for the wedding, just to say I'm married. So to all the people who are not married, wait. If you desire to be married, you wait, because you can have that dream marriage that you think about, that you see on TV. It's on TV because it do exist. Some people are happily married, but they have to fight for that happiness together. So it does exist. It is real. Don't just get married just to say you married.
Be ready to work.
Yeah,
Be ready to do the work.
it's work.
Be
It's
ready
work.
to do the work.
Well, y'all, I mean,
With no overtime, no holiday pay.
Yeah, I mean, to me, and this is just my opinion, some people are better in relationships, some people are better in marriage, regardless of, I can't pass judgment on what Doug and his wife do. And if I see Doug doing something, you know what I'm saying, if I don't approve it, it ain't, to me, in my mind, how I operate, if I'm not in that relationship, if I'm not participating in that other person's, we have so many people worried about what other people doing versus what they're doing themselves. We was talking back there, I was like, you know, I'm learning to be obedient for myself, so regardless of whatever somebody else thinks about my marriage, I know that was the best thing for me to do. And it's a lot of things that in marriage, and that person might just be good for you, you know what I'm saying? If you in that, like, as far as that part goes to me, because I've seen a lot of relationships go in and out and terrible, and women stay with men who beat them because that's what they like, you know what I'm saying? I don't personally understand it because I don't believe it, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's what a person chooses that they want, you know what I'm saying? And it's hard to discriminate or, you know, say, hey, well, she shouldn't be with him. Or, man, if he make you happy today, that's one more happy day that you got. Now, if you choose to be unhappy for the rest of the time, that's really you. In your marriage, relationship, or single.
For some people, that's because we're not teaching what marriage is. Marriage is a 100% relationship, like all the time, 24 hours, how many days a year? Marriage is a commitment to that person. We are taught to be selfish individuals. So he's not doing this, and this, then you need to check him, or you need to do this. People are not talking communication. Have you talked to him? Do he know that you're requiring?
I ain't gonna ask you needs about my husband or what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no, yeah, I might be mad at him or, you know what I'm saying, something to that nature, but like, you know what I'm saying, as far as being friends, I might have a terrible day, but my relationship doesn't go past, you know what I'm saying, that moment that is happening with me and him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might have a terrible day. I'm gonna start over again tomorrow if, you know what I'm saying, it's meant for that to happen, but it's like, it's not, to me, honestly, a relationship is supposed to be with a person that you're with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not, hey man, what Doug got going on now, that ain't none of my business, you know what I'm saying?
And you should talk to your spouse about the situation, how you feel,
Hey
you
man,
want to talk to somebody else.
yeah, before I get on the
Yeah.
phone and say, hey man, such, you know what I'm saying? I be like, I could spend that time talking to him about it, and he could argue with me, and we could be mad, and then I could throw the pillow out, I could sleep on the couch, you know what I'm saying? And then start over again tomorrow, and just see, you know what I'm saying, if it's gonna work again.
So,
That's relationship.
yeah,
When
so,
you two are communicating. That's the relationship. That's what it's supposed to be.
we've identified that we don't communicate right with the kids about sex, we don't communicate with
I told my son I ain't
ourselves.
doing no babysitting, I did when I was young. Ain't doing no babysitting, you don't have to raise that baby upset. Don't do it right now. I mean, I ain't saying that you can't, I'm just saying it's not, you have to learn how to control your own emotions. I'm grown and I'm having issues with it sometimes, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
So, it's really a communication thing. Like, there's no clear communication going on right now, as far as with parents and the kids, with spouses and, well, wives and husbands, with friends. You know, we're not communicating. So I think we have to be the change because we identify the problem. We see what society has done with it, so we gotta change it.